Daily God's Promise, Day 14, May 14, 2026. We are deep into the work week, pushing through that final stretch before the weekend. Yesterday, we celebrated the promise of the multiplied harvest, Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 13, seeing how God's love scales our efforts. Today, we move into the deep search phase of the soul. In 2026, we are surrounded by massive amounts of data, but we often lack insight. We have black box algorithms and complex systems that feel opaque and impenetrable. When we hit a wall in our projects or our personal lives, it can feel like the answer is buried in the dark. Today's promise tells us that the darkness is not a barrier to God, it's a storage room for His riches. We anchor our Thursday in Isaiah chapter 45 verse 3. I will give you the treasures of darkness and hidden riches of secret places, that you may know that I, the Lord, who call you by your name, am the God of Israel. I want you to receive this as your promise of the unlocked insight. The divine decryption, treasures of darkness. In our modern world, darkness usually represents the unknown, the offline moments, or the messy parts of a project where the logic seems to break down. However, God says He has stored treasures there. In 2026, the most valuable, hidden riches aren't just physical, they're the solutions to unsolvable problems, the creative breakthroughs in complex technical architectures, and the peace that defies logic. The truth, John chapter 8 verse 32, is that you don't have to fear the dark phases of your week. As your keeper, Psalm chapter 121 verse 3, God has already mapped the terrain. He contends with your contender, Isaiah chapter 49 verse 25, of confusion, by acting as your divine decryptor, handing you the keys to what was once hidden. While the world struggles with encrypted uncertainty, you have access to the source. The personal identification. Call you by your name. In a world of user IDs, IP addresses, and biometric metadata, it is easy to feel like just another node in a network. But the creator of the universe doesn't address you by your job title or your security clearance level. He calls you by your name. Think about the difference in identification systems today. The world's search relies on metadata, tags, and complex, black box algorithms. The divine discovery relies on the treasures of darkness and hidden riches revealed through grace. The world's ID sees you as a profile, a user ID, or a digital token. The divine ID sees you as a chosen individual, called personally by name. Because you are His special treasure, Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6, the mighty God, Isaiah chapter 9 verse 6, is going before you today to level the mountains and break the gates of bronze, Isaiah chapter 45 verse 2. You are the head and not the tail, Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 13, and the head is given the wisdom to see what others miss. The purpose of the reveal the Prince of Peace, Isaiah chapter 9 verse 6, reveals these hidden riches so that you may know Him. Your life is a prize, Jeremiah chapter 39 verse 18, and today, that prize is being polished by a new level of understanding. When you find the treasure in the middle of a difficult Thursday task, remember it's a signature from the one who called you by name. Living in this promise today, on Thursday, May 14, 2026, walk in illuminated confidence. Rejoice in the Lord. Psalm chapter 97 verse 12, because no problem is too encrypted for Him. The solution already exists in His secret places. Wait on your God, Hosea chapter 12 verse 6, when you hit a roadblock. Instead of forcing a solution, ask, Lord, show me the treasure hidden in this difficulty. Cast your care, 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 7, regarding your identity. You are known personally by the King. You don't need to shout or perform to be noticed. Commit your works to the Lord, Proverbs chapter 16 verse 3, and trust the lamp, 2 Samuel chapter 22 verse 29, of His word to light up the hidden riches in your spreadsheets, code, or conversations. Prophetic declaration. I am not afraid of the unknown. I am a seeker of the treasures of darkness. God is giving me the hidden riches of secret places in my work and my home. I am known by my name by the Creator. I am not a number, I am a son, daughter. The mighty God is my keeper. He unlocks the gates of confusion for me today. I am the head and not the tail. I have divine insight into complex situations. In May 2026, I walk in the light of God's revelation and the wealth of His wisdom. God bless you and give you grace after grace.